If you're building a product, an app, a platform, basically anything with user base, the scariest question isn't how do I get more people? The question that actually keeps your assets nice is, do these people actually need what I'm building? I work across different product, messaging apps, and order tracking tools in the data platform. But honestly, in Ultra, we fell into the exact same trap. We had a feature backlog so long, it was taken a year to clear. Just nobody really knew. Which feature were exactly delivering value, and which one was just there because someone was taught. They sounded cool. And when our platform hit tens of thousands of users, I had a war. I couldn't just sit down with every single person for an interview. I needed a new way to communicate, to listen to them, without them having to say a word. And that what led me to cohort analysis. And this video is exactly what I wished I had back then. Semester grow in my first semester of definition. You might be familiar with customer segmentation, but a cohort analysis is different beats entirely. Let's break down the DNA of a cohort. A cohort is a group of people who share the same experience at the same point in time. Think of your university graduating class. Everyone in that class of 2018 started at the same time, living towards the same campus condition, and they track it together over the years. In business, we define cohorts as customers who make their first purchase or perform a specific action in specific window, such as the January cohort. For segmentation, divide your base into groups based on who they are, location, demographics, preferences. It's a snapshot, a frozen moment in time. Cohort analysis divide your base based on when they began. This is movie, a continuous story of change. In this case, the core question is different. The former say, who are my customer? But the latter investigate how do my customer change over time. When more cohorts are time out, you can group them by either start experiencing acquisition channel. Did they find use via Facebook or Google Search? Subscription level. Did they buy the basics package or the premium package? Product cohort. What were the very first items they purchased? The processing. While these are useful, time-bound acquisition cohort grouped by when they became a customer retain the most effective method for pinpointing when issues pop up in your business. Now, the verified cohort is movie showing your user journeys over time. And the next logical question is, why does this movie matter for my bottom line? To answer that, we need to look at the master map for growth. The AARRR framework stands for acquisition, activation, retention, revenues, referral. After the core Paris metric, this framework represents the journeys every customer takes. But the hard truth is, most businesses over-invest in the acquisition and under-measure retention. They pour money into ads to get people in the door, but they have no idea if those people are actually sticking around. Account retention is the engine of growth because it's a multiplier of every other metric in the business. When you fix the leak in the pocket, everything else gets cheaper, more effective. Revenue improves when the customers stay longer. They make more purchases that lead to a much higher lifetime value. Referral improves. Happy long-term customers are the only one who truly recommend you to others. And even acquisition improves. High retention means your loyal base becomes your best sales channel when lowering your dependence on expensive ads. And the power of math. According to research by Payne and Company, increasing customer retention rate just by 5% can increasing profit by anywhere from 25% to 95%. And that's the massive leverage cohort analysis gives you. But here's a new saving secret. Retention does not just mean they didn't cancel. Real retention means a customer return and receives real value, especially from your product. To run a cohort analysis, you must define what retain means, especially for your business model. It has to match your product intent. If you're in e-commerce, simply opening apps isn't enough. As user, only retained if they come back and make that second purchase within 90 days or any specific window you predefine. And that is signal they actually trust brands. For SaaS or subscription, a classic strategy, people think a subscription equals retention. It doesn't mean. A user only truly retain is a login and use a core feature within the specific window. In marketplace, browsing is just window shopping. Your retention events is a completed transaction, and that's when life will actually spin. For content on media, it's all about the habit. And they're coming back to consume at least 3 pieces of content every week, every day. If they are, you successfully build a slot in their routine. As we move forward, I want you to ask yourself, what is the one moment a customer truly gets value from what I offer? That valued moment is your retention event. When you have this, you can start looking at vanity metric and start looking at how different cohorts are experiencing your products. So let's take stock of where we are. You now know the difference between a snapshot and a movie. You know that retention isn't just a product metric, it's a multiplier that makes every other part of your growth engines work harder. And more importantly, you started asking the right question. What is the one moment when a customer truly gets value from what I offer? A values moment, retention event, and that is your North Star for everything that's coming. But here's the thing, everything we covered today is still theory. You understand what a cohort is, you understand why the retention is the engine to grow. But you still can't open a spreadsheet right now and actually measure this because we haven't talked about how to build one that. And that's exactly what the second video of cohort analysis series is for. In the next video, we go hands-on. I walk you through the 3 variables you must lock down before building any cohort. Guess it's wrong. Your number will look like while your business quietly bleeds. Then we'll build cohort table from scratch, a slide heat map, so a person jump out visually. No more theory, just actual framework, step by step. This video gives you even one new way of thinking about user. Share this with someone who obsessing over acquisition. Because the pin and company research don't lie. A 5% improvement in retention can lose profits from 25 to 95%. The leverage is already in your data. You need to know how to read it. And goodbye for now. With you best.